Hey guys, it's Kenzie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be comparing two of the most popular ballet techniques, which is Vaganova versus Balanchine, and we're just going to compare them, see what's different and what's similar. I personally love them both. I was trained more Vaganova and have experienced more Balanchine in my professional career and done a few Balanchine works like Serenade and Who Cares. So yeah, I'm super excited to be doing this. Plus I got a new camera, so I'm really excited about that too. So it can be better quality for you guys. And yeah, so before I get started, I just want to shout out my ballet merch. It's super cute, super affordable. If you want some, go to dancingwithmackenzie.com, and also handmade leotards. If you want a custom handmade leotard for me, go to noeldancewear.com. Let's compare Vaganova versus Balanchine at the bar. Let's start off with Vaganova. Vaganova is going to have a super flat 180 turnout. And in Russia, they have, and in Europe a lot, they have raked stages and studios. So you'll see a lot of the time in like true Vaganova that they'll like lean back a little bit to counteract the flooring. But here in America, we have flat floors, so we either lift up or even a little bit forward. So Vaganova will be a little bit back here though. Vaganova has these really like almost swooped allongé arm, kind of a low second position arm. And the head will always be super like exaggerated and almost using the upper body a little bit. So if we're gonna do tendu front, side, we're seeing front, and the back, this is the Vaganova position. So in Vaganova, at least when I was trained, I think a lot of like the French styles will love when you turn out your second position like this. But in Vaganova, I feel like they like it more straight side, and you don't have to completely turn it out, you just leave it like this, basically. This is how I was trained. So you're just going to, and of course I don't have a perfect extension. Yeah, they're not obsessed with this like tucking, and that's, I think, how they can get their legs super high. Épaulement is super exaggerated. So if we're gonna do a développé front, it's gonna be here, and the back, it's gonna be there. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, they rarely do full point bras at the bar. Even grand battement would be side. Yeah, and Vaganova hands are very small, little fingers. Let's do Balanchine at the bar. I was not trained in Balanchine, but this is just what I've noticed over the few years that I've taken class with Balanchine people, seen Balanchine trained dancers dance, and taking some classes and stuff. I'm not sure if they love a full 180. I feel like this would be okay in Balanchine, but I'm not really sure. The arm, I feel like, is a lot higher than Vaganova. So it's more of like straight in line with your shoulder, and the hands are a little bit bigger, more just like expressive. And one of the really big differences is the head and the épaulement. So we are not going to change it at all if we're doing, so nothing like Vaganova like that. Another thing I have heard with Balanchine at the bar is when you're doing like tendus, you can bend your knee the slightest bit to really like get that fifth position. And then another thing I've heard is when you're doing super fast tendus, you can kind of keep your foot at like this kind of position and kind of just move your ankle, if that makes sense. I'm still trying to like figure out what that is, but yeah, like a little cashew foot. Instead of like going like that, if you're doing fast tendus. Yeah, and then Balanchine Barre is super fast. I'm taking classes where Grand Plie is one count. And yeah. Okay, let's move on to center and let's do Vaganova and center. So if we're gonna do tendus, we're gonna have these super cute allongé arms, pretty low arms, Of course, the épaulement, the head turned really sideways, and the body leaned back a little bit if we're on a raked floor. And then we're gonna go, you know, tendu, pretty simple, and just simply switch the arms. Nothing super crazy. If we're gonna do something else, let's say like a piqué arabesque, you know, we're gonna go through first, and then just élanger out, super square. Now for Balanchine Center, for tendus, this is like a telltale sign that I can totally see if somebody's trained Balanchine. So different. Our preparation can be a lot more expressive and the arms can be higher. And if we are going to do these arms, and usually in Balanchine, we're gonna take the arm over more, crossing our center line and tilting our body this way a little bit. So here, we're gonna take it there. Tendu, tendu, and this arm is gonna cross my center line into that. And in our arabesque like position, the chest always is like reaching forward, like as much as possible. It's super expressive, super big, crossing the center line. I feel like in Balanchine, a lot of the arms can be crossed, not like that, but like, and up, and just compact and more, yeah, I feel like your wrist can just like, your fingers can cross your center line, whereas in Vaganova, I feel like that is just not a thing. It's very like parallel. So if we were gonna do a tendu arabesque or a piqué arabesque in Balanchine, I feel like there could definitely be a lot of ways. We can definitely like just have a higher arm, a bigger reach through our chest. We can even lift the arm, I think, like to there. And if we're gonna go through first, we can probably cross it if we wanna be more stylized, like that. Something like that. Okay, let's move on to pirouettes. Let's do Vaganova pirouettes. Our preparation is gonna be just standard, and some people bend both knees. I was taught straight and then bend, but I don't really know what the true Vaganova like technique is for that one. Our preparation, arms, just super square, a little bit of that like droopy elbow. Pull into passe, and our arms are just gonna be normal. And then we're just gonna land simple pirouette, nothing fancy. That was my first pirouette of the day, so. We're gonna land, we can probably land a little bit like that, but yeah. And if we were gonna do piqué turns, our shoulders are gonna be square with our arms, and just simple, like that, very square, very simple, very basic and safe. And with Vaganova, we are always spotting where we're traveling, so to the side. With Vaganova fouettes, I wanna say they like to go side, beat, beat, side, beat, beat, side, beat, beat. And arms are just, they kind of just go in and out, just like the legs. Out, élanger. Super élanger is Vaganova. I feel like the arms like to be kind of low too. I have not really tried these fouettes. I can try it for you guys, but they might not be very good. But I like to do the front side, but the side beat beat is very Vaganova. So I'm gonna try it and just kind of like show you guys. Yeah, that's super hard for me, but hopefully you guys could see a little bit of like the side beat beat. Let's do Balanchine Turns. So I wasn't trained in Balanchine Turns, but I practiced them a little bit in class. When somebody's coming to set like a Balanchine piece and we have to take class with them, and they give us a mandatory Balanchine class, and if we don't dance Balanchine technique, we get yelled at. So this is what I've learned. Super wide preparation. The chest is so like exaggerated forward. The hands are bigger. It's not like Vaganova. It's definitely like, it's not like claw, but it's definitely not like, this back leg I know is straight. And when we pull in, we are going to cross our arms again. Again, like I was saying, very like, you can cross your center line with your arms, be very compact. And when we land, we're gonna be like reaching so far out into the space. So I'm gonna try, I'm not very good. Oh, and I'm guessing that they're probably super crossed. Balanchine loves to be super crossed, so like not out here, but like there. PKs and soutnus and all the things. These ones are fun. These are very stylized. We're gonna be spotting front. Balanchine likes to spot front a lot, which I think is really cool. It looks really pretty. The arms aren't super square when you're doing like a PK. Like they're definitely like side in, which I'm not used to. I'm used to like keeping it in front of me. And we can cross those arms too. And I'm pretty sure like, I've seen a lot of Balanchine dancers kind of cross them like and droop them, which I know is more stylized. I don't really know if that's the technique necessarily, but it looks really pretty. And chaînés are the same way as well. Side and type of thing. For Balanchine fouettes, I want to say that they do the front side passe. Don't quote me on that. And then of course, they're gonna be super fast and I feel like they're gonna be crossed arms. So this preparation, see, I'm so used to preparing like square, but they love it crossed. So I'm trying to do that preparation. And they do this a lot, like, say like, kind of like that. Those are my Balanchine fouettes. Okay, that was it for my Vaganova versus Balanchine. I hope this helped you guys if you were ever wondering what the difference was. And comment down below which one you liked better or which one you were trained in. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.